you agree that if the person that the suit is against called you bastards, he has to apologize?
That was in an email,
There's no.
not directed to council.
Is it your report or mine?
Sorry.
May I have those seconds put back on, please? There's no room for that kind of language, put towards anyone. If you dislike them, wait till you get outside, say all you want outside, not in a meeting, or not in any type of forum where you're all together. I can't remember the word, closed meeting. You cannot say in camera, whatever that is, you can't say anything that happens in there. So there's a couple of things I have issue with the council. You can't say anything about it, no matter how you feel about it, you can't say anything until it's reported on by council in one of these meetings. So, but don't feel that I'm picking on one councillor because I'm picking on the rest of you, other than Megan. And I'm going to include the CIO in there as well. Like, come on, you guys, where's the council that works together and fights their way through something? Because what I see is that if the town of Tahsis runs into a hard time, something that really has to put your feet to the wall, your backs to the wall, you guys can't do it. You can't do it, you just fight. You fight because you don't like either the way somebody presents something or the way it's said. Like, you know, I looked at the lawsuit and because someone, I called it Trudeauism. I wrote here Trudeauism. He can say whatever he wants against people, and that's all right. But if somebody said something about him, he wants to bring in the RCMP, and he wants to take you to court, and he wants to charge you and sue you. It's just not the way things happen. It's not the way things happen. And I realize the council's not going to answer any of my questions, which I find upsetting too. Because who are you responsible to? If you're not responsible to the people that come here, or the people of the town to answer their questions, who are you responsible to? And if you don't know what a conflict of interest is, I'd like to know what council thinks a conflict of interest is. Because if you're passing a motion that you yourself is going to benefit from, and you vote and discuss on it, you're in violation of the community charter. And you could lose your position as a councillor on that. So I'm a little confused, and I quit coming here because I was telling Megan outside, and I was telling my wife, it took me 25 years to get sick of union business. The last 3 years was enough. 16 years as supervisor, the last 5 years was enough. I'm glad I left. It took me 2 years to get sick of this shit.
Thank you. Your time is over.
I can give you some time.
No, not your time.
And we're gonna talk as long as we want.
Listen,
No, I'm not listening.
I have the gavel.
I don't care what you got, you are not treat us like that.
I appreciate everyone's input, and you have time to sign the list.
Do not cut
I
us off.
will. I am the chair. You are not the chair. I am the chair. You are not the chair. Sit down, be quiet. You, next on my list, stand. 2 minutes, starting now.
God, you're rude.
So are you.
And you're never gonna be
Only
a
because you did it first.
Okay,
2 minutes, stand, starting now.
it's hard to start where I wanted to start after that. I just wanted to wish everybody a happy spring. Hopefully there'll be a change in attitude on my council, but I voted for most of you. And we have to, to carry on what Bill had said, we have to start working together, because if you don't stand together, we'll all fall separately. And that's, this whole community is like that. And we gotta get back to that, to where the community comes first, not personalities, not infighting or anything else. We have to make the village of Tahsis our priority as you people, as councillors, and the rest of us as citizens. And we have to put animosity in our back pocket, have arguments to your house and have another meeting.
Do not
We're
come to
not
my
doing it here.
Do not come to my house.
Oh, thank you.
Do not come to my house.
Part of the charter says that you're not supposed to interrupt speakers, please follow.
Because what we need to do is we need to get down to the business of running the village in the most efficient way and the most beneficial way to the community that we can. And that's my personal opinion. I don't belong to any group or anybody else. I try to do my part. Other people in this town are doing their part. Let's get council on board with helping everybody in town to move forward. Thank you.
Next is, there's an arrow.
Doesn't matter, I was on.
You are next, Merv, yeah.
Okay, Councillor Fowler. Is it true that your husband has been making defamatory comments about Councillor Elliott and a member of the public on Facebook? Is it? Or are you just not going to answer me? Your husband is a village employee. Will he have legal action brought against him, like Councillor Elliott has? Shortly before this meeting tonight, I asked our CAO here if he was aware that Mayor Davis was in Costa Rica. Apparently office staff here did not know. Mr. Tatchell was reluctant to tell me. If you're acting as Deputy Mayor tonight, you must have been given advance notice. When were you advised that you would be acting in his place today? You're just staring at me. Are you going to answer my question?
You want to see?
Looking at the agenda, I see 4 items that were discussed in closed meetings. How many of these closed meetings occurred in 2022 and 2023? And what is the difference between a secret meeting and a closed meeting? Can somebody tell me that, please? You shake your head. There's no difference?
Point of privilege.
No. Aaron, you're next. 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'd like to know, did the mayor, council, and the CAO obtain a valid search warrant to get emails or any data from Councillor Elliott's private emails? In Canada, we have privacy laws, and even if it is on a device that is not of the accused, none of you have any right to the information unless the email is sent to you. None of you accusers have the right to publish what was in a private email sent from a private account on a person's own time. None of you are allowed to publicly publish an email without the express consent of the sender. A personal letter is subject to copyright protection, regardless of whether the letter is published or unpublished. And in most cases, the writer of the letter is the copyright owner of the letter. You are in violation of copyright laws, and you are in violation of privacy laws. Emails are considered personal documents. The mayor, councillors, and the CAO do not have rights over them. The law states that you cannot share private information without consent. This means you cannot post or send out anything that was sent to you privately. The Supreme Court of Canada ruled that evidence of a text message or email being sent without the knowledge and consent of the sender cannot be used as evidence in a trial. Essentially, the court ruled that without a search warrant, the accused's right to privacy under the Charter of Rights has been violated. The mayor, council, and the CAO have no legal recourse. That is why we are sitting in the council chambers of Tahsis, BC, and not the provincial or Supreme Court. This is why mayor, council, and the CAO obtained legal advice, and because their case was so weak, with no substantial charges arising, we are sitting in the kangaroo court of Tahsis, British Columbia.
Thank you for your
Two
comment.
members of the fire department have blatantly made rude and defamatory statements on Facebook pertaining to some of the members of the community. They are village employees, and yet absolutely nothing was done about it. This behavior erodes public trust. The citizens of Tahsis expect firefighters to demonstrate good moral character and to act with integrity, both on and off the job. This misconduct is harassment and is extremely unprofessional on a number of levels. Why haven't those members justice system. The mayor, council, and the CAO get to choose which individuals are persecuted and which ones are not. This council refused to address the petition from the taxpayers of Tahsis concerning a conflict of interest. Then Councillor Fowler lied and said that the citizen was coerced into signing the petition.
That's your time.
No public apology was made, and when the
You can't talk now. It's not your turn.
threatening rape, hurting my ears. My mayor and council.
Your time is
Was
up.
on display at our local grocery store, dishing out profanities and threats in front of members of this community. Is that not a violation of the code of conduct? Did anyone on council try to avoid the drastic measure of censuring council members? Is this a procedural fairness? Are the decision makers impartial, unbiased, and without personal interest in the outcome of this decision, and are they open to persuasion? The council, even through censure, cannot limit the individual council members' ability to carry out their duties as publicly elected officials. Council members do not have the authority to remove a fellow member from the council. The authority lies solely with the voters and in an election or through the recall process. And I'm asking the mayor, wherever he is, where is his leadership and collaboration? Is this the way that furthers social local government?
Erin, your time is up.
We have a mayor and council who refuses to answer
Please don't use the gavel, you're
We have-
hurting me every time. You hurt my ears every time.
Your time is up.
Report for disjointed questions, not pertaining to anything on the agenda. Censoring isn't changing minds, it's confirming suspicion.
The next person to talk
Can we
is
have
Liz.
Do the rat thing.
Sit down. Sit down.
You're hurting my ears, Miss Fowler.
Sit down. It's not your turn. Doug,
It is my turn to
No.
tell you, you're hurting my ears.
you're hurting my ears. It's not your turn to talk, and her turn is over. I don't need that. I can do this.
You are a child,
Censoring people.
Hey,
Well,
hey,
that's this early Americans like you. Shame on you.
Thank you for your input.
please.
The next person is Lynn. 2 minutes, starting now.
Shame on council. You put my name on here. You did not have my permission. I was sent a private email. You had no permission to use my name in your paper. That is against the law. You will be hearing from my lawyer. That's all I have to say.
The next person is Derek.
That's exactly what I came here to say. I want to know why my name is on this document. I'm asking all of you. Why and how did my name get on this document? I did not give you permission to do it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Of course I do. Sit
Right
down.
there.
You don't need to bring it up. We've all
My
seen
name's
it.
right there. Well, how did it get there?
Yeah.
Where did you get this information from?
You asked Mr. CIO.
Mark, can you tell me how my name got on this document and why it's there? Why is my name on this document? I have no idea.
Exactly.
Tell me. You're about to use it to persecute somebody practically, and you better tell me why it's on there. Otherwise, you will be hearing from my lawyer as well.
You already have heard from one.
There's no more on the public input list. Thank you so much for that. Moving on to the adoption of the minutes.
Behave maturely, please.
I will entertain a motion for the regular council meeting held March 7th. Move that the minutes of the regular council meeting, minutes of, this says March 21st. That's an error. Amended.
Got changed.
Errors everywhere.
So move that the regular council meeting minutes of March 7th, 2023 be adopted as presented. Amended. Second? All in favor? Northcott. Joseph. Any opposed? Registered no to Councillor Elliott. Passed with my affirmative. G. Horizon report.
Well, can I have the gavel? Will you do your report?
When you get elected, maybe. March 10th, 2023, in-camera council unanimously passed a motion of censure and related sanctions for Councillor Elliott's contravention of section.
Bull.
Of
You're never gonna get away with it. If you guys pass that,
117.
you will never work as a counselor in Tahsis again. I guarantee it.
Sir, it's not a very good job. Let
Well,
me tell
then
you that.
quit, because you're doing a terrible
No,
job.
I have already seen a resignation letter, and it will not be mine. Now, if
Do
you
that.
can please, let us get onto the work of this business
That's
meeting.
not work.
Excuse yourself if you cannot.
No, make me leave.
I will not. I am not a strong arm. I am a diligent worker, and I want to read this. You are over your time, and I'm not talking to you guys.
There were 3 people that were speaking tonight. There was a town of 300 people, and there's only 3 people speaking tonight.
I appreciate all of the public input, and if you would like to speak
No, because
at the next one, you can sign up for the next public input. Sign up over there.
I'm already on there.
Until then, I will work the program. Here it is, section 117 of the community charter, disclosing information confidentially and contraventions of council's code of conduct. The motion of censure and related sanctions and the written reasons are item G1 of this meeting's agenda. 2, at the March 10th, 2023 in-camera meeting, council unanimously passed a motion to not indemnify Councillor Elliott
I
under
wanna know why my
under
name
the
is on that
village's
list.
indemnity bylaw or on any other grounds for legal reasons related to specifics which are listed in the motion, which is item G2 of this meeting's agenda. 3, as its March 10th, 2023 in-camera meeting, council, in accordance with section 113.1 of the community charter, agreed to review its council code of conduct adopted on August 6th, 2019, policy number 2015, and to amend it by adding the following section on enforcement. Number 4, at its March 10th, 2023 in-camera meeting, council approved a payment of $3,324. Please. This is the work of council.
Yeah.
Point 3324.90 in relation to Civil Resolution Tribunal Matter SC 2022-002875. H, business arising, none. J, council report.